I just did a recording before this and noticed that there were a lot of bad audio, like the phone was freezing up. So this phone's been on for a while, and I guess it downloaded all the emails that it had to. So I'm hoping that I get a better recording this time. We'll see. If it is, then I'm going to mark this one as the video that I want to use. But I'm not, because I'm doing this, spontaneously, I'm not going to have the same words as I did in the previous video. Um, as you know, in Shiz, on Shiz YouTube channel, every single video that I shoot gets uploaded. Even the bad video, uncut video is always uncut. And then usually what I do is I edit it down to a vlog. Since August of last year, 2013, I haven't been editing vlogs because I just haven't had the time. It takes a lot of time to do that kind of stuff. I don't know how people like Chris Perillo and other, people who do these daily vlogs, about 10, 15 minutes each. And they're doing it daily. It is crazy. And it takes video editing takes a lot of time. It took me several days to get West Side Ninja done. Several nights. And I would basically get no sleep because I'll be up all night. So editing takes a long time. And I just don't have the time to go through all my videos and try to figure out which ones to use and to come up with daily vlogs I need to upload on a slow internet connection every single day. It just takes way too much time. So I decided just to do these like how I'm doing right now. If I got sunlight, I point the camera towards my face and I talk to the camera. If I don't have sunlight, I'll point the camera out and you just see a bunch of lights in the background like you see now. But outside of that, my life is going good. Everything's going well. But in the previous video, I was talking about Double Shot and how I'm still working on the script. Basically, it's going to be broken into three parts, three acts. The beginning, the middle, versus the actual story. Then we got the conclusion. The conclusion is going to be a lot shorter than the first two acts. So imagine the movie being, well, if you sat down and watched the whole thing, it's probably going to be about 5 or 6 hours long. We're going to break the first act, the second act, and the third act into 5 to 10 episodes. Okay, so imagine this: the first act maybe have 8 episodes. It's probably going to be about 2 hours long, close to 2 hours long, and each show is going to be like 5 to 10 minutes long. Okay. Then the second act is the biggest. It's going to be the longest one. It's going to be like a full 2 hours. We're going to break that up in like 10 different shows or something like that. And it's going to be like 10 minutes each, wherever we can find the cliffhangers and stuff like that. And then the last act is probably only going to be 5 shows. And because it's a lot shorter. It's just a conclusion. It's just wrapping things up. It's getting you to the end, and there it is. And if we were to release this on Netflix, let's say Netflix decides to pick it up and show it on their network, you're probably going to be able to see the whole thing. Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3 will be 3 different videos. So we're never going to combine the 3 acts together because that's a 5-hour movie, and I don't think anybody can sit through a movie that long. But we're going to combine the acts, the different shows of the acts, into one movie. And that's how it's going to be released on DVD as well, or at least Blu-ray. Now, on one Blu-ray disc, you can store up to 5 hours of high-definition video. So I'm looking at thinking about, okay, when we release the Blu-ray, we're going to combine all those shows onto one Blu-ray, then come up with the second Blu-ray, which will have the behind the scenes and interviews and, maybe a couple of gag reels, just some fun stuff on there, and some uncut footage, and maybe some podcasts. So that's what I'm thinking about, and I think that'll be a great idea to do. Now, of course, on YouTube, it's going to have the individual shows, that the 5 or 10 minute shows, and that's how we're going to release it on YouTube. You got to watch each show to see it, the whole thing. That will be for free. If you want Netflix, you can use Netflix or buy the Blu-ray. You can watch it on Blu-ray. And I'm not looking at making money for this production. I need to raise money, but I'm not looking into making money for this production because I don't have a big budget in the first place. If I could pay the actors and the crew, that would be great. If we can raise enough money to where I can pay everybody, that'll be the ultimate. But most of the people that are going to be working on this production will be doing it on their own time for free, just to have a reel of some sort. So that would be something that we're going to have to do, and I think that would be a good idea. If the movie does make a lot of money, hey, that would be great. That'll be the ultimate, and we'll definitely move forward with that. But what we're thinking about doing is hitting up the social media to do a lot of Kickstarters to try to raise as much money as possible for this production, so that we can at least pay for the equipment, the materials, makeup, and materials that we need for this production. So that's basically what we're looking into as far as this movie is concerned. I'm definitely looking forward to start shooting. The timeline that I'm hoping for is spring of 2014. I want to have the script finalized. By summer of 2014, we will have all the actors and actresses, the crew picked out. We will have chosen the people that we need, and then shoot throughout summer and fall of 2014. And then I would like to release the first act in the winter of 2015, so that we can release it to the general public, and then it'll go to hiatus after all the shows are shown, and then release it again probably in the spring of 2015, skip summer, and then release Act 3. Or did I say Act 3? Okay, Act 2 in spring. And then Act 3 will be released in 2015 of fall. So that's kind of like the timeline that I'm looking at. That's what I'm hoping for. And that's what that's my goal. Now, here's my only problem. The movie I want to shoot in Los Angeles. I live in San Marcos, Texas. I don't want to do it here in Austin, Texas, or San Antonio, Texas. I really want to do it in LA. LA, I know exactly which locations I want to shoot this movie in. And I believe LA would be a better location because it's more of a business location. It'll be like if I chose New York. New York is another good location. The only problem with New York, I'm not from there. I don't know much about it. So I don't know. That's a train passing by. I really don't have a good understanding of, or really know which locations will be good for shooting this film. New York will be a great location for Double Shot. I need a location scouter, and since I don't have one, and since I'm more familiar with Los Angeles, I think Los Angeles will be a better location. So right now I'm just trying to get things together, get things working. I got a couple people who are going to be looking at the script. We're looking at it every single day. I'm working on it, they're working on it, and we're just trying to get it finalized before spring of 2014, so that I can start working on getting some funding by way of donations and advertising, whatever I can get my hands on, basically, to get it going. And hopefully, hey, being positive, having a positive attitude about it, I really do believe Double Shot is going to be a great film. Well, I'm at 9 minutes right now. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch. I probably only got a few minutes left. Going to smoke my cigarette some more. So, peace out.